Hi everybody, my name is Shannon and you're watching my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. I love having the opportunity to talk to each and every one of you. I look forward to it every day. Today's Sunday and it's kind of affectionately known as Scrubby Sunday, but it's expanded to so much more than just Scrubbies and just Sunday, because we've started to talk about other giving opportunities, whether it's time, energy, a physical gift, not necessarily monetary, but by golly, if you've got the monetary means, there's definitely charities out there that would be more than happy to take any monetary donation that you have available. But sometimes we don't have that. Sometimes we have other things that we want to give. And one of them is working with Scrubby Sunday, and that's with the American Starfish Organization. They're collecting washcloths for homeless veterans all the way up till Veterans Day, November the 11th, 2023. And I think that part of it, with them doing this is just my take on it, right? So, you can look at how you want to, is by doing this and throwing this out in the crafting community, they reached out to one of our wonderful YouTubers, Heather from Strings and Threads. I'll link her down below. She's got some fantastic footage that they also sent her of the washing stations that they've put up, and they've got little tiny houses and things like that they're really trying to help give some of our homeless veterans a hand up, not necessarily a hand out, but a hand up, and trying to help them to get back on their feet, because let's face it, sometimes we just need a little help, a little assistance. And I think it was brilliant on their part to put out this call to the community, because Heather threw the call out to the community. I've thrown the call out to the community. Multiple other YouTubers have thrown the call out to the community. And in doing so, there's so many of us who now have heard about the American Starfish Organization that never heard of them before. I'll have their information linked down below and you can check them out. So if you're interested in making washcloths like I am, feel free, send them directly to them. I'm not a middleman. By all means, send it directly to them, and you've done a part. Just one will make a difference. And check out what they do and what they stand for, and maybe there's some other opportunities that they have available that you'd be interested to volunteer for. It's an opportunity. I made 2 washcloths. That is my goal every week, is to make 2 washcloths, and I did it. So I'm really happy and I'm proud of that. You might recognize this gorgeous stitch. This right here is another one from Tiffany. This is her crunch stitch, and this yarn is scrumptious. This, if you're not familiar with it, this is a Joann's exclusive. It's K&C. That's this one right here. I've got more of it. This was the last of 2 balls. This was 2 balls, and I made 4 washcloths with the 2 balls. This is the last final 2 of them, but this is the K&C Cotton Essentials. It's 180 yards for 100 grams, 100% cotton yarn, and it is beautiful. One caveat, the yarn's scrumptious. The yarn feels amazing. The yarn feels garment worthy. It just feels like something you want to dress a baby up in. Love working with it. Like the feel, like the quality. Joann's yarns, Joann Fabric does have a lot of sales. They do ship, so there are some options as far as that's concerned. My only caveat on this is these 2 are the same colorway. They don't look similar at all. And even the first 2 that I did, the first one was exactly like this for this ball, and this one was exactly like this for this ball. They are gorgeous on their own, absolutely spectacular. I love them. But if you were wanting to do a garment and you ordered online and that's what you got, you might be irritated. That's the only caveat. So some of their coloring issues might, not be consistent across the board, more along the lines of a hand-dyed kind of a thing, but they're not. Gorgeous, fun to work with. My purposes, absolutely perfect. Just wanted to let you know that. I picked this particular pattern again. It's Tiffany. I'll have her link down below, because Erin from Crafting Kitty, you see, we're all connected, right? We're all connected. The seven layers of separation, something like that. So what she does is she spotlights a different designer each month for most of them are crochet. They do some have some knitting, but most of them are crochet because Erin, well, actually Erin does both. She does knitting and crocheting. So this one, Tiffany Hansen, is who she's spotlighting for September. So for the last 2 weeks, and this is my 3rd week, I've done patterns from Tiffany Hansen. This is the crunch stitch. I'll have that link down below also. If you wanted to do that, we're lifting other YouTubers. We're expanding our community. And as a bonus, if you go out to Erin's site and you watch her stuff where she's got for spotlighting her designers, if you send her a picture for that particular month, they're entered into an ability to win a prize or something like that. I'll link her so then you can go and look that up and get that information for yourself. I don't want to misquote it, but it's just one of those things that, you know, you're getting introduced to new people, maybe new to you, and say hello. That's just, we're a wonderful community. We're loving, we're caring, we're a wonderful community. Some of the other things that I noticed and in the comments below, and I'm so thankful to every individual who has commented, is you're putting down different areas that you donate, and it has warmed my heart. There were things that I didn't think about. The ones that I think about automatically, or you know, are the bigger ones, are everyone talks about senior center. Okay, great. Have you been to your senior center? I haven't. I haven't. I really haven't. You know, but that's a great one. It was also brought up prisons, juvenile detention homes. Like, oh my goodness, these are things that I would not have thought of. You've got your cancer centers, you've got neonatal units. The difficulty on any of those is finding the person that you need to talk to, right? Once you get that point of contact, you're good. I've done that years ago with a hospital and donated hats for a NIC unit. And it took a while calling around to get the person that would be the person to accept donations. It might take a little sleuthing. That's not a bad thing. Have fun with that. I also noticed my particular yarn store, if you go to some of the local yarn stores, a lot of them like to give. So Piney Creek Yarn Store in Colorado, they have a donation basket for the knitted knockers where people knit prosthetics, because if you've had a single or a double mastectomy, the parts to replace and to put into your bra to make them more the symmetrical, or at least similar to the same size, they're very expensive. From what I understand, they're heavy. They can be very rough and uncomfortable on the tender skin after having a mastectomy. So those are something that are highly sought after. And if you go out to their website with the knitted knockers, they'll tell you the specific cottons to use, because some are better than others, or at least they're softer, they feel nicer. I would think that this would be one, maybe not that color, but something as soft as what this KNC is what you would really want. The Lion brand Kobu, I know that's one of them that is an authorized, or, you know, they'll accept it as far as that. And then they have all the different colors that yeah, please make it in all these different shades, because guess what? Women come in lots of shades. So that's a bigger one. The Linus Blanket Project is a bigger one, making baby blankets for children. Let's see, the Red Hats Not Hate Lion brand for the blue hats. A lot of us being in the yarn community have heard about that. I've enjoyed hearing about the smaller ones, hearing about what's going on local. I was having lunch with a friend of mine last week, and we noticed a donation box. I'm like, what is this? So this was a local donation box collecting foods, collecting different things. And then they had a list of what they were collecting for these particular boxes that they were actually giving out to people that needed them. And yes, they also wanted handmade gifts. I asked, I really did. So I've got all of that information too. And I was excited because I think I noticed it and I saw it because I've started looking. I've started, where can I give back on some manner, some form, some way? And I thank everybody in the comments. I'm not the only one who reads your comments. If you didn't know that, other people who write comments are reading these. So you're not just helping me, you're helping out the other community. And, you know, it's kind of like that mustard seed. You don't know, you know, where it's going to go. You don't know that one little act of kindness, by you putting that there might spark spark something in somebody else. And you may never know the wonderfulness that happened from that. You might not know that, but that one word, that one random act of kindness, that one good deed, that one comment down below that says, hey, did you think of donating here? Did you think of this? Did you think that this was an opportunity? Might spark somebody else. And that is one of the things that I absolutely love the most about Scrubby Sunday, which is evolved to where can we give? What can we do with our talents? A lot of us are working on making blankets for Boggy Creek, which is a camp in Eustis, Florida, for very, very sick children that don't normally get to go to summer camp. And this place is just state of the art, and it have all the doctors and the facilities and everything to where the kids can be children and not worry about their illness. And I didn't know about that. And they've been collecting blankets for that for quite some time. I'm like, I'm in. I'm making a blanket, right? I'm in. I love those opportunities to share, just share. It's really, that's all it really is sharing. I personally look at the things that I make, whether it's knitting or crocheting, as love and hugs. That's why I do socks for my family every year. That's why I make hats and I hand them out every year. That's why I give things to coworkers, you know, and I don't leave anyone out. So, you know how sometimes you like people and maybe you don't like this one maybe as much as that one. And when you're looking at, I've got 10 items, but there's 11 people. I'm not going to give it out to 10 people. I'm going to make sure that everyone gets something. You know, even that person that, you know, might not be the tops of my list, because that might be the one thing that changes them. That might be the one thing that softens their heart, or, you know, gets them to just be a nicer person. You never know. You just don't know how your, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop. I really, I get like this, and I apologize. I probably shouldn't apologize. That's how I am. I've always been giving. I've always done things along this line. I just think it's fantastic that so many people have given me other ideas and so many people have jumped on board, and I greatly appreciate it. And thank you so much for just your love and your support, and for being here and listening to me, because I really enjoy talking to each and every one of you. I'm going to go, because now I'm talking in circles, and I'm going to go play with my yarn some more because it's what I like to do. Everybody, you have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. Bye-bye.